It is a super, super beautiful day. I know you can see like snow and basically like built up ice around me. Oh my gosh, that looks so cool. Hold on. Look. It's like a little ice cavern. Aww. So I know that around me on the right side, there is a lot of ice and snow. On the left side, it's actually pretty much melted. That's how our state goes, especially in the wintertime when the sun is more angled. There's always parts that just stay snowy. This is one of my favorite places to come. It's not too far from home. It's usually easy to find a secluded area. Right now there's a plane flying over, but I don't usually hear planes over here. I keep looking in the water because I keep finding fun crystals. So if you're into crystals and you don't know this, if you go to the right places, you can actually find crystals like in the water or in the ground. And we found a lot of quartz today. Quartz is like the only one that I can identify because like it's see-through. So I'm like holding it up to the sun and seeing if I can like see my shadow through it. This is the biggest one we found today, this honker. I still need to clean them off. Every time I dip them in the water and rub, I get some dirt. Even right now, I just got some dirt on my hands. But there are certain spots where we were able to do the test and see. We also got this big one. And this was just in like this tiny little like 5 by 5 foot area that we were looking out of this whole entire creek. So I don't know. I don't think taking like, these are the two biggest ones. And then 2 medium-sized ones. And then 2 itty-bitty ones that will probably be hard to polish and probably won't be polished. Alright, so I brought this big one home. I decided not to polish any of them. This is the one that I cleaned first. Why is my camera not focusing? So this one is actually like really cool. I think it's a combination of different things. It's definitely quartz. One of the biggest reasons that I don't want to touch this is because of this right here. This section is something else. I don't know what kind of stone it is, but whenever I shine, like this is quartz, and like right here, this is quartz. And whenever I shine my phone light through, let me show you. So I've got my phone light underneath it, and you can see how it's like glowing through here, and it's glowing through here, and it's like really, really bright in a lot of spots. So even if I put my phone light shining through here, where it's like the brightest around on the other sides, it does not show any light coming through this. And this is just such a different texture, and as you can see, like there's a really bright shine on it. So this is going to stay raw along with the others, and then whenever I feel like it's time, I will return them where I found them. Yeah, I don't feel like that's too much to take as long as you're trying to be conservative. I also don't think that this is an area where it's illegal to take it, because it is illegal to take crystals from certain areas if somebody bought the area specifically to mine crystals to sell. My feet are soaked currently, but it's totally worth it because, like, I don't know, just feeling that water rushing over my feet is so grounding. If you have been really struggling with like depression or anxiety or any of those like really big, hard to handle emotions, go out into nature. I promise, please, please, please go out into nature. Try to get a little bit of natural vitamin D, because you know we actually get vitamins from the sun. It's important to be in the sun, but also just being in nature helps you reconnect and see just how big or small your problems might be. It could like add some perspective. It definitely helps you reground, and in general it's just very peaceful. I mean, there's a reason a lot of people like to go to the ocean. It's a nice reset. It helps reground your body, helps get you back into nature, and that's what we were born here on this earth to be out in nature, so it makes sense that going back out in nature is something that would help us. These days people are saying, you know, like we invented we invented technology to escape nature, and now we go into nature to escape technology. It's so true. I put on sunscreen before I came out. It's a mineral-based sunscreen, so it's like very natural things that won't react with my skin. And yeah, I've just been really enjoying it. I got my socks and shoes off at one point to walk around barefoot all over the rocks and get my feet working how they're supposed to, you know, like monkey feet, doing all the grippy things and feeling all the textures, trying to get my feet smart again because shoes made my feet dumb. Shoes have made everybody's feet dumb, so trying to unlearn that and get my feet to do what they're supposed to do again so that they can properly support my body and do what they're supposed to do for my entire life. One of the hypermobile people that I follow has been teaching me a lot about that, and I really appreciate it because I've always hated shoes, to be honest, like despised them. Somebody's coming through playing really loud music. Yeah, I always hated wearing shoes so incredibly much. There's another plane. I always really hated wearing shoes, would get them off as soon as I could because I hated how like restricting they felt, and to be honest, shoes have made me more clumsy. In the past, they've made me fall over where like I know my foot could have actually caught me, and now that I've switched over to barefoot shoes, like I've talked about in a different video, it's so life-changing. I will never go back. Never ever. I'm gonna get rid of all my normal shoes. Tiny bit bored, so I'm gonna go out and explore in the water a little bit more. I did forget to mention that normally the water levels are a lot higher. Like all of this, once it's melted, is going to raise the water levels a good few feet. So everything that like when I'm sitting on is usually underwater. All of these rocks are usually underwater, and the stones that we were finding today are usually pretty deep under and would be harder to access. So definitely lucked out with choosing today to come. It was a lot easier. Oh my gosh. Okay, my lens is super dirty, sorry if you guys can tell. It was a lot easier to get out on the water a little bit further down. I just wanted to do a fun, quick vlog. This is one of my favorite things to do, and I miss recording out in nature. So you guys will probably see a lot more of this and a lot more of Colorado. I guess until then, you know what to do. Make sure to use your magic wisely and keep an eye out for all those pesky dementors. If you see them, come out in nature. They will definitely disappear. All right, bye.